That's the truth of the matter. So my daughter, irrespective of your age, if I say you are Pastor Bismarck, I no. So if I hug you, that Pastor me, I'll do the thing. I don't want to do anything. In fact, even if I marry, I don't think my wife will allow me to be hugging people. But of course, she can't prevent me from hugging people. You know. But I'm just saying, so that you know that not every pastor is corrupt. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything I'm making now, not every pastor is corrupt. You know, there was a time, Apostle Paul, before he left, when he was being sent to house arrest, he asked questions. He said, I have never coveted anybody's gold. I've never coveted anybody's silver. I've never coveted what belongs to anybody. Sometimes we talk like this because people don't trust pastors these days. And you must know the pastor you are submitted to. You must know him. You must understand him. So that when you even hear people saying anything bad outside there, you can defend the man and say, no, my pastor is different. I'm not saying that I'm 100% without fault. That's not what I'm saying. I might not be fornicating. But probably I am tempered. I might be quick tempered, but that is also a sin. So I'm not saying I'm 100% correct. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying here is that when it comes to some things that people have tagged pastors with, you won't get me. Minchimo Obian Sanji is our church. Obiani ha, what can say, Pastor Bismarck, I've never done that since I started ministry. Since even I started pastoring a congregation for past 5 years now, into 6 years, I have never no money. Deacon is here, he's known me for a while, more than Mr. Kharis, so I don't use Mr. Kharis. Deacon knows me. Some of you have been with me for the past 5 years now. I, Bismarck, from where I used to be before Kharis came into existence, I have never gone about negotiating money. Give me this so that I can. When I go to preach for people, I don't go because I want money. There are countless times that I preach and they give me the envelope and I return the envelope back to them. Because the reason for this is not money. I need to talk this way for you to understand that we are not, some of us are not in this because we want money. And I told you 2 weeks ago, I never imagined that I'll become a man of God. I just wanted to be a doctor, a president, or a media mogul. That's all. Even if all these three are mama, I just want to go travel abroad and go and do what? Enjoy the world. That was my mindset. Pastoring was never part of mine. No. It was later when I was ordained that my mom told me it was prophesied way back that one of the daughters would become a... She even didn't know who it would be. She didn't know who it would be. So my point is, I am in here because I have been sent. Because I campaigned to be a man of God. So this is I'm saying, if anybody has any proof, you can just, Pastor, you did this. And I'll keep quiet and drop the microphone. But then, if I don't fall short to any of these things, it is by grace and by God's mercy. It's not because I am well capable. But grace does not become evident without responsibility. So their personal responsibilities have also taken steps and sacrifices have made. Praise the Lord. Do you think that people don't say, Pastor, I like you? Plenty. Plenty. And don't always paint the pastors black because they are not always the problem. The time where somebody came to me to tell me that, Pastor, we found the sex. Yeah. So if I, the pastor, I am a predator after the source of the sisters of Zion, then that day may not be a chamanu. So I have to find a nice way. You know? So sometimes when people come and they open their buccal cavity and they are trying to, malign men of God, be careful. Because sometimes the people who are even saying that thing are not telling the truth. I'm not telling the truth. There are many times people say, I like you. Oh, the person may not call out. I have to block the person. I'm not yobbing. The same way there are some of the members who you say pastors also approach me. That is also true. But I'm saying that it's not like Minimum and me guy will be feeling you. Me guy, and there's someone we are aware. But my point is, because of the call and what we stand for, there are things we do, there are sacrifices we make. Imagine you go and tell somebody that, why would the person come and tell me that the condom sex? Sometimes you go out and people say, I admire you, I like you. And just because the person said that, say, hey, I teach you. No. I'm making these points so that when I start talking, don't say, oh, some of these pastors, the way they talk is as if they don't have sin. I've said what I have to say before I enter into the message well. Are we good to go? All right. So bring the text back. I think we can flow from here. He said, now I ask you, brothers and sisters, to appreciate those who diligently work among you. Appreciate them. I told you last week, honor them. Honor them. Put some honor on them. They are messengers to you. And every messenger comes with a purpose. There's a reason why pastors have been given to us. To do what? To charge us up in the Lord and to make sure they instruct us. When we pick it in the GNT or one of them, it tells us that the man of God has been given to you to warn you, to rebuke you, to reprove you. And for the pastor having the audacity to reprove you and rebuke you, you should honor him. If the pastor was able to open his mouth and confidently say, hey, stop misbehaving, stop messing up, stop sinning, stop fornicating, stop doing this, come to church, make sure you are in the prayer meeting, make sure you are fasting, all these things deserve honor. In this generation of ingenuity, if you get a man who is very original, very genuine with you and frank with you, honest with you, to tell you the truth, you need to cherish the man. In a season of sugar-coated lifestyle, maxed up lifestyle, you need people who will tell you who you really are. You need people who will tell you what you have to hear, not what you want to hear, what you ought to hear, what you have to hear. You need such people. And so that you honor them for the sake of their work. Thank you for the TPT. He said, dear brothers and sisters, make sure that you show your deep appreciation for those who cherish you and diligently work as ministers among you. For they are your leaders who care for you, teach you, and stand before the Lord on your behalf. I'm coming there. They stand before. I'll come there. Move on to the next verse. 13. In Amplified. Please. So it says that they value you with great love because of their service to you. Let them reign among yourselves. This will look a little bit complicated for some people. Give it to me in Amplified. He said, and we ask that you appreciate them and hold them in the highest esteem, in love, because of their work on your behalf. Live in peace with one another. That is the B aspect. Let's focus on the A. It says that appreciate them and hold them dearly. The Greek word there, to esteem them highly, means super abundantly. That means that the kind of honor, the kind of love you show to your man of God, your pastor, should be great and greater than anybody apart from God. Super abundantly. You know, some people don't care who their man of God, don't care. Who is the pastor? Pastor. What is a pastor? Those people are not doing anything. Those people are, they are defrauding us. You know, churches are scam. Pastors are scam. You don't need a pastor. You pray in your house. Are you wiser than the apostles and the God that gave the Bible? Are you wiser than him, the God that gave the pastors to you? He is a messenger. That means that he has been sent. He has been sent to you. And the Bible is saying that make sure you honor them, hold them in the highest esteem. You can't talk to your pastor like you are talking to your boss. You can't talk to your pastor like you are talking to your colleague. All right? That's why in this house, when pastor comes here, we stand up. It is honor. You can't talk to Otunfo like you talk to your ordinary friends or your colleagues at work. They are people of authority. They are in authority. You honor them by even examining how you talk. You don't open your mouth to insult a man of God. All right? You don't use attitudes to insult a man of God. Some people become familiar in church and they think that they can just do whatever they want to do. No. 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 There's a place for honor. You know, the last time I chanced on a post on social media where one guy had slapped the president of France. And people were saying, oh, the guy has done well. In fact, the African president needs to be slapped. I was looking at it and I said, look at such gross dishonor. With such attitude, you can never be a president. With such mindset, you can never be great. You cannot attain what you dishonor. No. That's why I told you, I used my majors as an example. I gave my tap to last week. And I said that the tap is very sufficient and efficient. But the truth of the matter is that if I give my tap to you and you dishonor it, you reject it, you repudiate it, it will not be beneficial to you. If this is in your hands, it can do so much. But if I give it to you and you say, I don't want it, that thing is efficient and sufficient, it will not be beneficial to you because you have rejected it. Pastors are a gift to you. A gift is as efficient as it is honored. If I give you a gift and you honor the gift, it will become efficient to you. But if you dishonor the gift, it will not benefit your life. Pastors are for your good. They are for your welfare. They are for your prosperity. But if you don't honor them, you will not see